on admission to membership
on admission to membership
of Admiralty University of Nigeria.
of Admiralty University of Nigeria.
I declare and I promise
I declare and promise
that I will respect and obey
that I will respect and obey
the Vice Chancellor and other officers of the university.
the Vice Chancellor and other officials of the university.
So help me God.
So help me God.
We have 100 students that matriculated today. We're about the first or the second that is conducting matriculation via online facilities. Because we're not prepared to wait and hold the destinies of our students indefinitely. COVID-19 or no COVID-19, the university must move on and the destinies of our students will be preserved. They will graduate at the time that they are supposed to graduate according to the academic calendar set up by and approved by the Senate of the university. All right, I now formally admit all of you to membership of Admiralty University of Nigeria and enjoin you to live up to the excellent standard that is expected of you. So help you God.
Admiralty University of Nigeria, ADUN, founded by the Nigerian Navy in partnership with international educators. ADUN offers degrees in emerging fields including cybersecurity, forensic science, software engineering, as well as regular programs. Exchange programs allowing students to complete part of some degree programs at partner universities overseas. Industry skills to make its graduates globally competitive. Admiralty University of Nigeria, excellence in education.
Chief Security Officer of the University, Sergeant Adun, closely followed by other members of staff of the university. Professor Adun. We also have the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Professor Daniel A. Omole, and the Bursar of the University, Mr. Adun. Followed by the registrar of the university, the Nigerian Navy, and our guest lecturer. And finally, we have our Admiralty in Chief, Professor Paul White. We ask you to remain standing as we now take the Nigerian national anthem. Please be seated. His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, GCFR, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, the Honorable Minister of Education, the proprietors of the University, Nigeria Navy and Hellenic Education, the Chancellor of the Admiralty University of Nigeria, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Executive Secretary, the Nigerian National Universities Commission, the CEO Registrar, Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, the Honorable Commissioner for Higher Education in Delta State, the beloved staff and students of Admiralty University, gentlemen of the press, officers and men of the Nigerian Navy, ladies and gentlemen, the Admiralty University of Nigeria welcomes you all to this celebration. I shall now invite the Registrar of the University, Mr. Kingsley Aduga, to please come forward and take over the proceedings of the ceremony. Mr. Registrar, sir.
Vice Chancellor, sir, may I exercise the honor to invite you to declare the second matriculation ceremony of Admiralty University of Nigeria, Delta State, open.
By the powers conferred on me as Vice Chancellor of this university, I declare the second matriculation ceremony of Admiralty University of Nigeria, Ibuza, Ogwashuku Expressway, Delta State, open.
Shall we now take the opening prayer as I invite Professor Omowe to come forward and give us the opening prayers. Professor Omowe, sir.
May we honor God by standing before Him as we take these opening prayers. The Ancient of Days, the one who sank Pharaoh in the Red Sea, He delivered the head of Goliath into the hands of David. We come before you this hour to commit this ceremony under your care. Any distraction from any quarters, arise in your holy anger and diminish them in the mighty name of Jesus. As we proceed, guide us through. Holy Spirit of living God, take full charge. At the end of the day, the glory comes back to you. The blessings become ours. In Jesus' precious name, we have prayed.
Vice Chancellor, sir, may I call on the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Professor Daniel Omowe, to present to you his matriculated students. Professor Omowe, sir.
Vice Chancellor, sir, will the matriculating students of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences wave your hands? Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, I present to you the matriculating students of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Congratulations, all those students who have waved their hands. Congratulations once more.
Vice Chancellor, sir, may I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Patrick Oshegbu, to present to you his matriculating students. Professor Oshegbu, sir.
Will the matriculating students of the Faculty of Management Science please wave their hand? You are welcome to the ceremony. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, I present to you the matriculating students of the Faculty of Management Sciences.
Vice Chancellor, sir, I now call on the Dean, Faculty of Science, Professor Ato Ume, to please come forward and present to the Vice Chancellor his matriculating students. Professor Ume, please.
Will the matriculating students of the Faculty of Science please wave your hands? Thank you. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, I present to you the matriculating students of the Faculty of Science.
Can we see the matriculating students? Can they wave their hands? All the matriculating students out there, please wave your hands. Vice Chancellor, sir, may I now administer the oath of matriculation on all the matriculating students. Matriculating students, you will now take the oath of matriculation by repeating after me. So say this after me. On admission to membership
On admission to membership
of Admiralty University of Nigeria.
of Admiralty University of Nigeria,
Put your name there. I,
Adam Comfort Samuel,
a student of the department. Put your department.
a student of the Department of Software Engineering
In the Faculty
in the Faculty
of,
of Science,
mention your department there. Pledge my loyalty to the university.
pledge my loyalty to the university,
And solemnly declare and promise
and solemnly declare and promise
to be diligent in the pursuit
to be diligent in the pursuit
of my learning
of my learning
and uphold the lofty ideals of the university.
and uphold the lofty ideals of the university.
I declare and I promise
I declare and promise
that I will respect and obey
that I will respect and obey
the Vice Chancellor and other officers of the university,
the Vice Chancellor and other officials of the university,
and that I will faithfully observe
and that I will faithfully observe
all rules and regulations
all rules and regulations
made or to be made
made or to be made
for the good order and governance of the university.
for the good order and governance of the university.
I also undertake
I also undertake
to refrain from any unbecoming behavior,
to refrain from any unbecoming behavior,
overt or covert,
overt or covert,
violent or otherwise,
violent or otherwise,
such as membership of any cult group,
such as membership of any cult group,
the activities of which
the activities of which
may disrupt the function of the university,
may disrupt the functioning of the university,
harass her members thereto,
harass her members thereto,
or bring the name of the university into disrepute.
or bring the name of the university into disrepute.
I faithfully covenant
I faithfully covenant
that in the event
that in the event
of any unruly behavior,
of any unruly behavior,
either solely on my part
either solely on my part
or in conjunction with others,
or in conjunction with others,
causing damage to the university property
causing damage to
or
the
properties,
university property or properties,
I shall make restitution thereto,
I shall make restitution thereto,
jointly or severally.
jointly or severally.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All the matriculating students may I now invite the Vice Chancellor to formally admit you into the university. Can you please wave your hands again before I invite the Vice Chancellor? If you are out there, wave your hands. Let's see you. Vice Chancellor.
Please show the screen again. I want to see many more admirables that are on the screen. That's good. Okay. Looks like the technology is a bit slow to catch up with our space and the speed. All right. I now formally admit all of you to membership of Admiralty University of Nigeria and enjoin you to live up to the excellent standard that is expected of you. So help you God.
Congratulations to all the students that are matriculated today. Now you shall sign the matriculation oath. Place your oath before you, and then let's have them signed. Will all the matriculating students, wherever you are, now sign the matriculation oath? If you have done that, can we see you wave your matriculation oath? If you have signed, wave it for us to see. Yes, we can see, yes. Put your hands together for them. Thank you. Thank you. Once again, congratulations. You are also to note that you will also be signing the matriculation register. And this sign of the register will be done on the day you return from this current break. It shall be done in the office of your dean, and we expect you to conclude that process before 4 p.m. on the very day that you return. And please note that without signing the matriculation register, you have not fulfilled all the requirements of matriculation. Thank you and congratulations once again.
Admiralties, you can all feel that we are speaking through a muffled instrument. We all know why we are wearing the face mask. The situation in which we have found ourselves as a nation and as a world demands that we take precautions and follow all protocols in terms of health. This morning, I want to stand on the protocols already established at the beginning of this ceremony. It's our practice in this university not to spend so many minutes or hours on just railing out names of people for recognition. You do know that we recognize you. You do know that we appreciate your presence. So I say welcome to all the participants, both those that are in the hall and those that are joining this ceremony via the Zoom application and also on the YouTube live streaming of this program. You will agree with me that this ceremony is being held under very unique circumstances. Circumstances that have been imposed not just on us, but the entire world by COVID-19 pandemic. We have chosen as a university to get on with the business of the university, COVID-19 or no COVID-19. We decide to do our things in this way because we made a promise to all our students that they will never spend one day longer than the date that had been set for them to graduate. So the university management is committed on its own part. We have the solid support of the proprietors of the university, and indeed, dare I say, the regulatory bodies of the university system in Nigeria to do whatever is legitimately necessary to continue with higher education in this country. For us at the Admiralty University of Nigeria, purpose dictates time. And because we are committed to the destinies of our admirables, we indeed will do whatsoever we can to ensure that their academic program is not in any way truncated. I want to say that the Nigerian Navy and its international partner, the Hellenic Education, these are the proprietors that founded the university. They have laid out very clearly the philosophy, the vision, the mission, the motto, and the core values that define and try to set apart this university as a university of excellence. Last year, the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ibas, stood on this particular podium and enunciated all the parameters that should guide this university. I'm glad to report that the management has continued to stay faithful to those parameters as outlined by the Chief of Naval Staff as the Chancellor of the university. We have been working hard to actualize the objectives of the university, and what we are doing today is indeed in line with the mandate that has been handed over to us for running this university. Let me acknowledge the work of the regulatory bodies the National Universities Commission, and the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board in particular. They have been so helpful in making sure that we fulfill the mandate given to us. I want to publicly acknowledge these bodies and pledge that we'll continue to do our best to ensure that the university becomes one of the best in this country not long from now. I think I want to acknowledge the parents and the sponsors of our students. We know what it takes for you to sustain your words with us here. We know the confidence you have reposed in us as a university to assist the development of your ward intellectually and morally. And I'm happy to declare to you this morning that all of us as staff, management, and otherwise are committed to ensuring that we give you exactly what you are praying for. Your word has come to this university, and you will not regret it. Let me turn my attention to the matriculating students. Today you have fulfilled one of the rites of passage that universities all over the world take their students through. Having matriculated, you are now a bona fide member of the university community. You are entitled to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come along with that status. Remember that we call you admirables. During the orientation, we already told you why we call you admirables. I need to emphasize that it is not just a derivative of Admiralty, which is in the name of the university. It is an aspirational label that we have placed on you. And it connotes the university's commitment to a vision of your own destiny. We see you as people that are going to become very extraordinary. People that will become very adorable, very magnificent in the way that they conduct their lives in the world. So we continue to call you admirables from the beginning and until you get to the end of your study with us. We believe that only admirables can give luminary leadership, which Nigeria and the world at large needs so desperately at this point in time. The title that I actually gave to this particular address is, "You are the awaited." You are among the awaited. And very clearly, from everything we do in this university, you know how much we place hope in you. You know how we believe that you are the solution that the world is waiting for. And we believe that you will never do anything that will jeopardize that particular faith that we have placed in you. To all the critical stakeholders of this university, the proprietors, the regulators, the parents, sponsors, and all other interested parties, we want to say that your investment in this university will never be in vain. To the admirable matriculants today, let me emphasize that we have placed so much hope in you. We have placed so much value on you. One example of what it is that we have believed about you can be seen in the caliber of the person we have brought this time to be the matriculation guest lecturer. He is an incredible, profoundly experienced academician to the core. We are going to read his citation later on. But I need to let you know at this stage that he's an extraordinary extraordinary individual. You will get to know that he has been vice chancellors of many universities before. So he knows what it takes to bring up, students through universities. And the topic he's going to talk about today is so critical and so dear to his heart. And that is why we believe that when you come back from this first lockdown, he's going to come and be with you physically and deliver the full length of his lecture. But just to let you know that it is because of the value we place on you that we went to the extent of looking for such a wonderful personality. Let me round up now by saying this. You are indeed a jewel in our consideration. We believe you will not be a disappointment. Rather, you will be appointed for greatness. You will make your parents and sponsors proud. You will be a great asset to Nigeria. You will be faithful ambassadors from your university. And indeed, you will serve the world as luminary leaders. We pray that the creator of the universe will make all these things to happen in your life, and you will continue to be a blessing to all generations. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Let's appreciate the Vice Chancellor for that speech once again. Vice Chancellor, sir, at this point in time, we will be taking our matriculation lecture titled Higher Education, Personal Transformation, and Nation Building. So may I exercise the privilege of inviting the Dean of Student Affairs, Associate Professor Chinelo Nwokolo, to please come forward and introduce the guest lecturer and read his citation.
Vice Chancellor, sir, thank you for the privilege and honor to do citation on Professor Ekoko. The profile of Professor Abednego Ekoko. Professor Ekoko, FHSN, Fellow of History Society of Nigeria, a historian, administrator, scholar in theory and practice, former Honorable Commissioner of Education and Commerce and Industry, Delta State, one-time Commissioner for Internal Boundaries at the National Boundary Commission in the Presidency. He was formerly Deputy Vice Chancellor, Acting Vice Chancellor, and sole Administrator, Delta State University. He was Chairman of Governing Council of the following: College of Education, Abraka, Delta State Polytechnic, Ogwashuku, and Ozoro. A boundary scholar of international repute. Professor Ekoko was educated at the prestigious University of Ibadan, 1968 to 71, London School of Economics, University of London, 1972 to 1973, at the University of Aberdeen, in United Kingdom too, 1974 to 1976, where he obtained BA on History, second class upper, MA, with a mark of distinction, and PhD. His teaching experience includes University of Ibadan, pioneering the establishment of a degree program at NDA. He pioneered the establishment of Bender State University, Epuma, and Delta State University, Abraka. He has put in 44 years in the university teaching and administration. Professor Koko is the chairman, board of trustees of Exam Ethnic International, an NGO that promotes best practices in education and determined to fight examination malpractice across Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Koko is a husband to one wife, Dr. Mrs. Onome Ekoko, a lecturer in library and information science at Delta State University, Abraka. He holds a title, Oketa of Uzere, in Isoko South local government area. He is only 78 years. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome Professor Abednego Ekoko to give us the lecture.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, members of management of this university, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my dear matriculating students. My theme is higher education, self-actualization, and nation building. As we all know, higher education is also referred to as tertiary education, which is the level of education beyond secondary school. UNESCO refers to it as educational institution to which access to learning is available to people who have completed secondary education and in which the course of study lasts for not less than 2 years, but more generally from 3 to 6 years. Higher education in Nigeria, as other parts of the world, is expected to produce manpower that is dedicated, committed, devoted, a team of human resources to decide the future of this country. The goals as stipulated by the National Policy of Education are many. Some of which contribute to national development, develop and inculcate proper values. You are expected to acquire physical and intellectual skills, and then promote unity of Nigeria, develop national intellectual understanding and interaction. In summary, the core purpose of higher education is to transform lives for the benefit of the individual, his country, and humanity. This is a special university, unlike the conventional universities. It's a private university. And we know that there is a high turnover of the department of private universities. And why is this? Simply because the conventional universities are unable to absorb the large number of secondary school graduates who desire university education. So what is a university? A university should be a place of light, of liberty, and of learning. It is my prayer that the Admiralty University of Nigeria should stand for very bright light, stand for liberty, and for learning at all times. Again, a university is a place of culture, learning, training, a bridge between theoretical learning and practical participation, a training ground for leaders of tomorrow. my matriculation students, your university has a vision. It has a mission. The university has a philosophy and objectives. I would like to draw attention to a few issues arising from this, the vision, the mission, and what have you. Adun shall be internationally recognized at the university with global perspectives. So, although located in Iguzo, the perspective is global. It's not a village university. It is to produce leaders who will embrace value for the good of mankind, not value for self, not value for your parents, but value for the good of mankind. Now, for the first time in the history of Nigeria, you took a matriculation oath online. I want to congratulate you on that novelty in the face of the global pandemic. But remember that online matriculation has been possible because of advance in technology. I want you to know that the oath you have taken is a solemn declaration to a higher authority. The oath is a vow. It provides for punishment in cases of infraction. Not be taken lightly. Therefore, the fear of the matriculation oath is the beginning of academic survival and the first step towards self-actualization and personal transformation. Sooner than later, this set of matriculation students will be part of the privileged Nigerians. Sooner than later, you will join the elite club. When you join the elite club, you have a better quality of life. Your status, social status shall be higher. You have better, greater job opportunities. Among your peers and mentors alike, there's greater expectation from you. But everything has a condition. Like God will always tell the Israelites, if you do this and do that, I will be your God. You shall be my people. The opposite is that if you don't do that, if you don't do this, you will not be my people, and I will not be your God. I want to stress that there are a few things that will militate against your attainment of your aim. The first one is that you might foolishly, poorly manage your time and manage your freedom. Because you are not free, no parents are holding you back. If you manage that freedom, you are going to be in trouble. Then there are going to be distractions. Distractions. Forgetting that there is time for everything under the sun. This is the time to read and work. This is the time to work towards your degree. But if you don't have ears, you might come with criminal tendencies arising from peer influence. You might even decide to join cults and cult-related activities. The oath will catch up with you. You might decide to be involved in exam malpractices and eagerness to cut corners so that you can pass. Those are some of the things that will militate against you. But if you decide to pursue materialism, you'll be like somebody pursuing two rabbits. You will lose both. You lose your materialism, you lose your degree. God forbid. Finally, if you are a matriculation student and because you are a boy, you think you can bribe your way through with money. Or if you are a girl, you think you can sex your way through to success. That should not be your portion. The next point I want to make is the essence of entrepreneurship education. The World Bank did a study and found that 80% of Nigerian graduates don't have skills to take up jobs. One of the aims of objectives of this university is that when you come here, you will have a skill before you live here. NUC has even prescribed that you must have a skill before you live here. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, many universities have developed. They are a young university, so the sky is your limit. Well, from the university I come from Delta State University, we have as many as 48 skills, ranging from agronomy, catering, hairdressing, birds and fish feed, goat keeping, grass cutter rearing, and so many of them under a director. I can tell you that myself, I'm an historian, but today I have a farm. I rear birds. I am into piggery. I'm into fishery. I'm into plantain production. Yet I'm a professor of history. The problem with life is that if you believe or you think that your own salary can take care for yourself, you are mistaken. So an acquired skill will give you additional income. Today you are a student. You write letter to your parents, my dear parents, how are you? Everything is well. The next sentence is, I need money. You never ever think how your parents provide the money. Don't forget, today you are a matriculation student. Tomorrow you'll be a parent. And you now know the other side of the game. Finally, when you graduate, you have had skills, not for yourself, but you must impact on nation building. And nation building is a complex business undertaking. It concerns all human endeavors. Therefore, nation building is also like building a house. You contribute to nation building in Nigeria. It's like every block, every bag of cement, every plank, every effort of the plumber or the electrician, they are all part of building a house. So when you live here, in your little corner, you make contribution to building the Nigerian nation. But before that, seek ye first the education kingdom and all its righteousness. Righteousness means constructive, entrepreneurial, sustainable education with excellence, with dignity, and value added to your personal life. Added to your alma mater, added to Nigeria, and other things shall be added unto you. Finally, brothers and sisters, and matriculation students, university education shall give you self-actualization. It shall make you a good ambassador of Admiralty University of Nigeria. You shall contribute your effort to nation building and humanity. After that, humanity shall celebrate you. Posterity shall remember your contribution to the building of the Nigerian nation and mankind. So help you God. Thank you very much.
Shall we give the lecturer a standing ovation and put your hands together once again? To the students out there, you have heard it all. He has advised that you focus on your purpose of being in the university. Because when you decide to pursue two things at a time, definitely you will lose both of them. And they say you should seek ye first the education kingdom, and other things shall be added unto you. Those are the words of wisdom that we cannot discount. So I pray that God will help you and you will be focused on your education so that at the end of it all, your parents will be proud of you, the nation will be proud of you, and Adun will be proud that they have raised luminary leaders. Thank you. Mr. Lecturer, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Now we shall take some announcements. One, I'd like all the matriculating students to note that the oath they have signed should be scanned and sent back to the registry via the email address or the WhatsApp number that have been sent to you. Number two, I want you to know that you are going to have an opportunity to wear the academic gowns when schools reopen. So on return from this current break, we shall set out a day for us to celebrate this matriculation physically. On that day, you shall wear your gowns and take pictures as you like. School rules and regulations. You are hereby strongly advised to abide by the oath that you have taken and to observe all the rules and regulations specified in the handbook of Admiralty University of Nigeria and those specified in the degree regulations as well as examination regulations. We also need to remind you that your exam starts on Monday. So please do well to study and to prove yourself in that exam. We congratulate you all on your admission and we wish you a happy and successful stay in the Admiralty University of Nigeria. Vice Chancellor, sir. May I at this point call on the Vice Chairman of the Ceremonies, Awards, and Honors Committee, Professor Joseph Dioha, to give the vote of thanks. Professor Dioha.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, standing on the established protocol, I wish to thank the Chancellor, Vice Admiral I.E. Ibas, for providing the enabling condition for us to celebrate this matriculation. I thank also the Vice Chancellor and the President of this university for his efforts to make sure that this gathering here today is a successful one. I thank the distinguished participants, distinguished guests, and other invitees for coming to add color to this ceremony. The staff and students of this citadel of learning, I thank all of you for your indefatigable efforts. Gentlemen of the press, I thank all of you. Every other participant here, I thank all of you for your efforts. You have made really this ceremony a very great one. I give you all kudos. Remain blessed.
Thank you, Professor Dear. Vice Chancellor, sir, may I exercise the honor to invite you to declare this matriculation ceremony closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to really thank all of you, just like Professor Dioha has thanked you. There are quite a number of people that would have addressed you this morning, but because of this online arrangement, we decided to just, cut down so many details. For example, we have the Commissioner for Education. Delta State is with us. Maybe, Madam, if you can stand up so we can recognize you physically. We have Rear Admiral Olotu here with us from Logistics Command. And we have so many other goodwills that we would have been able to present to you. However, we are mindful of the fact that this is an online production and we were not going to hold you any longer. I want to thank those of you who are in the audience here. It will be remiss of me not to specifically recognize my wife, Mrs. Alice Omaji, who is in the audience, and our daughter, who is here. And we have also one of our staff there, Lydia, that is sitting over there. I want to recognize you all by the powers conferred on me as the Vice Chancellor of this university. I declare this second matriculation celebration of Admiralty University of Nigeria closed. Thank you for coming. Admirables, we celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. Well done. Soon and very soon, we'll see you on the campus. Bye-bye.
With that declaration, we have come to the end of this ceremony. We shall now take the national anthem and the university anthem. The university anthem will come first before the national anthem. University anthem, please. With that done, we now call on Mr. Musa Saheed to give us the closing prayers. Musa Saheed, please.
Standing on the online existing protocol, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, I start in the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful, and I welcome you all with the Islamic greeting of Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May the peace of the Lord be upon each and every one of you and your family members. Amen. We thank Allah for giving us this opportunity to witness officially the swearing in of our new students into our great and blessed Admiralty University of Nigeria. And we beg Allah to continue to be our guide from today till graduation and even after. We seek Allah to keep blessing the university and the proprietors, the admirables, and our Admiralty in chief and all other staffs who would work tirelessly in ensuring these students were molded and reconfigured to be the pride of the university, to be the pride of their family and Nigeria at large. I must not forget to ask Allah to bless our parents and our guardians, whom by their sweats made it possible for many of us to be here today. May your pocket never get dry, inshallah, and may Allah reward every penny you spend on these students with what it is the best for you. Innaka Hamidun Majid. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamu ala al-mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Amen. Now with that done, we shall now take the Vice Chancellor's procession as they depart. The procession will go in reverse order, meaning that it shall be led by the Vice Chancellor this time. The Sergeant at Arms, please.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this society ceremony. We thank all our invited guests, all those who came from within Delta State and even outside. Ask the Lord to grant you journey mercies back home. We thank these people that we have already mentioned earlier and recognized. Captain A.V. Kujo, the Executive Officer representing the Commander, NNS Delta State. Rear Admiral A.M. Olotu of the Nigerian Logistics Command. We thank our Admiralties and their families and all the Admirables who are here. We thank our matriculates and congratulate them. May the Lord continue to bless you, bless your families, and bless your academic career in the Admiralty University. Thank you very much. Have a happy weekend and stay safe.
Today's event is just one of its kind. Second matriculation online has just ended.
We have 100 students that matriculated today, and all our programs, we have 13 programs that have been subscribed to by these various students. This is the first of its kind in Nigeria, is a PPP arrangement where the Nigerian Navy came together with an international partner to establish a university that would indeed resonate with the uniqueness of the Nigerian Navy. You know what the Navy stands for: excellence, orderliness, you know, and we are so proud and privileged to be part of this particular legacy project that the university has been set up to become. And the international partners make contributions in various ways, but the Navy indeed puts its stamp on the university, and it makes it very unique. Now, some may say, is it for naval people who are interested in becoming Navy, personnel? No, it is a conventional university, set up with all the paraphernalia of universities all over the world that you have ever known about. And so we offer courses that range across conventional programs. Along the way, there will be emphasis on maritime sciences and some other naval education sciences. So indeed, it is a very unique university. And as you can see, we're about maybe the first or the second that is conducting matriculation via online facilities. Why? Because we're not prepared to wait and hold the destinies of our students indefinitely. And as I said in my presentation, COVID-19 or no COVID-19, the university must move on, and the destinies of our students will be preserved. They will graduate at the time that they are supposed to graduate according to the academic calendar set up by and approved by the Senate of the university. We have 3 faculties that are operating at the moment: the Faculty of Science, the Faculty of Management Sciences, and the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. In the Faculty of Science, we have the unique courses that you can find: forensic science, cybersecurity, software engineering, and computer science. Okay, these are courses that, if you know the way that the world is going, are so germane to the need of the hour. In the Faculty of Management, we have accounting and business administration. In the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, we have international relations. Of course, I'm sure you know that the world as a global village, is going through some challenges in terms of interrelationship between various nations. We have a program that will prepare our students to play on the international stage. We also have, English language. Some of you may wonder, English language, of course, is a means of communication. And once you're able to master it, you'll be more effective in the affairs of the world. We have tourism. We have, what other things are there? We have economics. We have, so many other courses that are indeed targeted at specific areas of need for our society. Now, one of the things that you will understand is we have engineering and technology faculty that is about to commence. Okay? We also have the Faculty of Medicine and Pharmacy that is in the offing. We have the faculty that is going to come on board that will also deal with naval education. Now, all of these things are targeted towards the specific needs of the country that we live in and the world at large. Let me give you a typical example of what we've done. As of today, our own chemistry and the clinic areas, they have been able to put together the sanitizers we are using in the university. As you came through the gate, I'm sure at the gate you saw that very, foot pedal hand washing machine that is there. built by staff of the university from local materials. We never went anywhere to get anything apart from maybe the top that you see there. Everything locally made. That is the kind of spirit that is driving the programs we run in the university.
So we understand that your students will be preparing to write the exam, I think from Monday.
From Monday, yes.
And it's going to be online.
It's going to be online.
What assurances do you have that there will not be malpractices? And then secondly, sir, the issue of, we do know that the university is a fledgling one, it's still in its early stages. What effort is the university making in the area of accreditation, and what are your major challenges?
Okay, let's start from the issue of the integrity of our exam process. Now, of course, everyone is at liberty to be afraid. You know, the students are going to be away from you and they're going to sit exams. How do you ensure that there will be no exam malpractices? The software we have chosen, Class Marker, go and check it out. It has got so many inbuilt securities. And the questions are structured in such a way that you can open one page at a time. One page may contain only 2 questions. Now, if you are a foolish student and you want to now look around to get people to help you, by the time they come to help you, the page has gone to the next one. So that is very. Then secondly, we have what we call invigilation by Zoom application. So all the students are going to be on Zoom, and we have set up a kind of task force, examination task force, and they'll be monitoring those, all the students on the Zoom application. So if, for example, I'm the one taking exam and somehow I'm looking left and right, we have told them that will constitute exam malpractice. If you do something that is untoward, so everyone is going to be monitored. Now, not many universities have tried this before. We have gone an extra mile. There's a university that conducted exams online, but they used a Zoom, but they didn't use Class Marker. So this university has gone one extra mile to ensure that the integrity of our examination process is not compromised whatsoever. You talked about accreditation. You're right. This is our 2nd year. By the time we get to the 3rd year, the programs will be ready for accreditation. And one of the things that we are so happy about, we're not waiting for that 3rd year to come. We are preparing our programs for successful accreditation now. So in terms of the equipment we buy, in terms of the people we employ, we take into account the requirements that the National Universities Commission has established so that each program will pass accreditation.
Your full name, sir, and the professor of what?
Okay, I'm Professor Paul Omonjo Omaji. I'm a professor of criminology and security studies. So you have to be very careful around me.
The last question was the challenges.
The challenges. Yeah. Of course, you know that number one is a young university, and you know that every university is capital intensive. So, but we are very proud to have the Navy, okay, as a backbone because they are committed to the vision of providing access and growth opportunities for quality education for Nigerians. By the way, along the way, we are going to, see naval personnel who have completed their, non-degree programs that will be aspiring to pass through here and get their degrees. So the support is there. Manpower, of course, Nigeria, all universities are fishing in the boat. We need more staff, people that are qualified to teach in various areas. But our own strategy is that provide the best environment and people will come. So, for example, it may surprise you to know that this university pays much, much higher than many other universities that you can think of in this country. This is. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, it's going to come. It's in the office. It's among the programs approved by the National Universities Commission. We are rolling in our programs, in a phased manner, so that we don't take everything on and fail. So we bring them on board. Criminology and security studies will come along the way.
University education is very, very serious business. You don't come here to gallivant and club and do that and think you come out with flying colors. Serious business. 2, that higher education requires some basic things. Attendance at lectures, doing your assignment at the right time, obeying the rules of the university, especially the matriculation oath. And I told them, the fear of matriculation oath is the beginning of academic survival.
because there are barbed wires here and there. If you fall foul, you fail the university student disciplinary committee. And before you know where you are suspended, and your parents won't like it. Your peers won't like it. The other thing is that a university is built to grow mankind in various fields. So if you're a student of engineering, of economics, of history and international relations, everything comes to the good of mankind and the pursuit of truth. That's what the university is about. A university is supposed to impact on the immediate environment and the larger environment. The proprietors of this the proprietors are the Navy and some private individuals. This university will impact on the Navy. It will impact on Guzo. It will impact on Delta. When I say impact, positive impact. So, like I said from the beginning, university education is a tall order. I have pioneered at least 3 universities. I pioneered Nigerian Defense Academy. I pioneered Bender State University, now Admiralty, and I also pioneered Delta State University in Abraka. And I thank this team because pioneering work is a very thankless job. You do all the dirty work, right? And it's, you know time to see your time is up, you go. Well, we pray that when you leave, the people take after you will also build on what you have established. Another thing I want to say is this. Of all the universities that are pioneered from ground zero, this is the best. In terms of structures on the ground, this is the best. The university already has a vision, a mission, a philosophy, objectives. These are things other universities will do in about 3, 4, 5 years' time. But they've gone ahead. And I'm impressed. If you look at the number of students, are very few. Very few. A whole faculty, not more than 50 students or whatever, which means the student ratio here is very low. If I were to teach history here, I would teach about 20 students. Unlike where I'm teaching 150 students. They cannot be the same thing. I think like this I can see now.
There's something that this guest lecturer brought out, which is very important for us as a university. The entrepreneurial spirit. And we are so, strong on this because we believe that no graduate will live here and be holding certificates and roaming around the street looking for a job.
Yes.
He gave us an example of, as a historian, what he's doing now in aquaculture, in agriculture. Okay? In this university, we have a whole program devoted to entrepreneurship. Yes. And in fact, we have now set up a center. We have an ambassador for entrepreneurship. That ambassador is headed by someone who was once the owner of what do I call it now? A bank. Not just the ordinary bank, but a continental bank. And we are so proud that we are building into our students that spirit right from the word go. So that when they graduate from here, whether it is English they are reading or international relations or forensic science, they will have that spirit that they can use in sustaining themselves and become employers of labor in years to come.
In other words, the university is proactive. Society has changed. When I graduated in 1971, I had 3 job offers. I had 2 scholarships. University scholar, Midwest scholar. Who will graduate and have such opportunities today? None. Therefore, when times are tough, then you get tough. So to bring out students from here and say you have a degree and you have a skill is double graduation. So I'm happy to hear that. And as you grow, you expand the level of skills you are going to give to students to choose from.
you know. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Sometimes we are confused about the location of this institution.
Okay.
The location.
Yes.
Sometimes say Abuja Expressway, this and that.
Yes.
But the name of the town is not mentioned. So where are we?
Okay.
The real location of
Wow.
it. Because when we are writing our report, we choose to talk about the location.
Yes. What you are going to write is Admiralty University of Nigeria, Ibuzo Ogwashiku Expressway in Delta State, Nigeria.